excuse my messy hair right now, but you know what? I am human and I'm not perfect, so I don't need to be perfect. Nice. I used to spend so much time trying to be perfect and like so perfectly polished and goody two shoes, and you know what? Like that's just not real. Like that's not authentic. Too many years in hotels and events and wearing suits every day and looking like the perfect part without one bit of hair out of place. That's not real. That is not real. Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I hope you are amazing. Probably can't really see. Yeah, I don't really have my normal setup here, but anyway, it's a beautiful day, and so I'm just going to sit here and do this now. Okay, I actually was going to speak on something else, but then this really came out and I was like, okay, I'll speak on this instead. And this message, if you know, you know, right? If you know, you know, and if you know, this will find you. Have you ever seen that movie? I think it's with Vin Diesel and it's called Witch Hunter. Witch Hunter. And they're like bad, witches and warlocks who are like basically like energy vampires, like trying to fuck with people, like psychically attack people and spiritually attack people, and like there's lots of paranormal activity and stuff that's going on in that movie. And he's like trying to fight them, and a lot of it's unseen, and all this, and he's got these gifts that he can like basically like hone in on them. All right, that's a lot of what's happening at the moment. And what just came through to me really, really obviously, and this is where you really need to be focused and prayed up and meditated up and like in your divine energy and grounded, really grounded, is because when you are doing whatever work it is, right? Psychic work, loving work, grid work, seeding light and love into the planet. That just came me up right then. So there you go, right? Demonic interference. I feel like that happened for a reason. Clear that out. We don't let fear get to us. What happens is when you are like a divine being and you're genuinely trying to do good for the planet, the dark forces that are jealous of you, whether that is in the form of a physical human being, an organization, a cult, a place of employment, a family dynamic, karmics, whatever, or just unforeseen energies like I was referring to, they will call you evil. They will call you the evil one, and they will throw shade, okay? And they will throw shade, and they will try and not only distort your perception of yourself, but they will also try and distort other people's perceptions of you to fuck with you, to throw you off your path, basically, is what it's all about. 333, as I said that. So that's the number. I always associate 333 to Jesus, which is Christ consciousness, right? Christ consciousness lives within us. So remember to stay really focused and spiritually cleansed and really awakened and aware of this, because it's everywhere. And I'm filming this like in December 2025, which is the year of the snake, and I think it ends on the 16th or 17th of February, because the year of the snake is actually Chinese numerology, so it's not at the end of the calendar year in terms of 31st of December, it's in February. So like we still have, like 2 months-ish for that to play out. So it's big energy, like the shedding is big energy. So stay focused, stay grounded, and don't get knocked off your path. And don't listen to shade, and don't listen to people who are saying that, spreading love and light and doing this type of work is evil, because that is just the darkness trying to confuse you and take you down. Our energy doesn't lie. And if you are on this path, or if you'll definitely have had a lot of psychic attacks, If you are coming into like a divine union with a divine counterpart, it will be like rampant as well. Please excuse my red nose. No, I'm not trying to be rude off, but I dropped the ball a bit with the zinc that I wore on my face. And so I got a little bit sunburnt, which is not ideal, but I do live in a really hot and tropical climate, so that's why. Anyway, this isn't going to be a long message because I can hear my child yelling out to me, but please be aware that there are witch hunters out there who seek you out. You know how they say like narcissists don't court their victims, they recruit them, like because they watch them and they study them, and then someone you're not interested in will suddenly come in out of nowhere and like hone in for you. So yeah, that's kind of what the energy is, but it's, yeah, so if you're a divine being, a spiritual being, you'll find that it's a lot more rampant for you. And if you know, you know. If you know, you know. But stay focused in love and not fear. The song that I got really clearly from Spirit was Raw by Katy Perry. And it's being that lion or that tiger or whatever it is, that fierce focus, staying on your path and choosing the light every single day and not getting thwarted by the darkness, because as I said, they will come in and they'll throw shade on you and say that you're the one that's evil and you're like demonic and stuff like that, to try and throw you off. I've had that happen to me before. People that say like your path's a load of shit and that you're full of shit and you're, you know, they try and throw all sorts of shade and lies and all that. Yeah, it rocked me for a time, but now I'm just like, get solid with your spirit team and get really, really solid and don't back down. One card for today. Let's see what it is going to be. These are Joyful Abundance cards. So I'm going to pull one of these cards and see what Spirit has to say. I'm really sorry about that noise. My desires are always met with a generous delivery from the universe. Yep. Keep seeding love and light. Spirit would not have led you down this path if you were not supposed to do it. Do not doubt yourself. I've done it. Do not doubt yourself. Do not. And roar. Remember to roar and stand in your power and your fire and remember who you are. I love you.